Alrighty guys, welcome back to the series where we do every single dungeon and see how much we earn. And today is gonna be broken up out of that. So we had no luck on IC1, IC2. Well, hopefully EOP is gonna make up for it. Let me just put all of my owls in the warehouse. We're ready to go. Alrighty boys, wish me luck. Hopefully this one is gonna drop at least a few blue faded jewels. This dungeon also provides more XP than IC1 and IC2, well, the awakened versions. And here, instead of Archidinum items, we actually drop Paladinium items. So if we ever get Paladinium blue slots items, well, those are actually extracted into Material Core Paladinium, which is very, very expensive. But then again, only blue Paladinium items extract into it. All of these, like green and violet ones, yeah, it's not gonna be it. I remember when I was still just starting out in the server and we did a duo, 30 runs of this with some guy, we actually did drop a slot extender high. And both high and highest can definitely drop here, we can just double check. Yeah, there we go. PV5 bike would be nice as well. Paladinium Apaulet is not gonna be nice. And critical damage rune is not really that good. Ooh, wait! It actually drops a violet jewel instead of a blue one? Did they change this? Okay, so the violet one is actually like 60 mil instead of our usual 40. Okay, it's another really good dungeon to do just because it's super quick. A ton of AP, decent amount of DP. I think we get 8 DP points if I'm not mistaken. So it's even better than the Awakened IC1s and 2s. I think it should be like less than 2 minutes per run, something like that. Man, I could have sworn that you get blue jewels from here, not the violet ones. Again, maybe I'm misremembering wrong, because it seems that unlikely that they would go back and change it, you know? And I'm not 100% sure, but I think I do need seals from this dungeon still. I know I got most of them during the Halloween events, but I'm still missing a few. And the seals from this dungeon, I think it should be worth like a little bit at least. It's still one of the more popular dungeons that everyone likes to grind. Because yeah, I basically consider these 3 dungeons to be like baby steps into Ultimate DX. And I don't know, as soon as I could farm them solo, I was so happy, man. At that point, I was already happy that I already knew that, you know, I can do this daily and just one day I'm gonna get the big drop. And I have gained the title, Another Plan of the Undead, which gives me normal damage up by 1%. Happy freaking days. That brought my combat power to 1,021k. And I absolutely love this feature, you know, even if you don't get anything, you still have the motivation to run the dungeons, because they can increase your combat power permanently. That was my master plan why I wanted a wizard, man. It seems like a class where I can run infinite amount of dungeons, to be fair. So even running 500 of each dungeon, yeah, it seems no big issue. It's just gonna take some time and that's all. Come on, Apollo of that, don't let me down. At least on this 30 runs, let's make it more than 100 million profits. Because the viewers are gonna start to think that I'm outright lying, that I'm promoting these dungeons where they don't pay anything, you know? Okay, first 5 runs done. Very quick. It still gives 7 dungeon points, not 8, as we can see here, but still 7 dungeon points for such a short dungeon. That's why I kinda put all of these 3, Awakened IC1, 2 and EOP in the same group, as they all take roughly the same amount of time and they give the same amount of DP. And that's why I like them. And I would like them even more if they start dropping some stuff, you know? But yeah, guys, after we try every single dungeon and play Cabal, I think we already know our next series. And it's gonna be running every single dungeon 500 times. There we go, I got my very first seal. Maybe the seals could be a little bit of an extra profit. And I think after this, we'll try to do something like not awakened version of IC1. It's more of a beginner dungeon, to be fair, but it's the only dungeon that actually drops Latanus gear. You know, maybe that could be useful. Some shape, way, or form, you know? And then I'll need to summon all the strength that I have and actually do the Altar of Sienna B1F and B2F. Which people have been consistently saying that it's like a powerhouse for alts. I don't know, I just genuinely not a huge fan of that dungeon, so didn't really try it for myself. Because this is like the dungeons that I do the most. Awaken IC1, 2, EOP, and then all of the Ultimate DX. And also Awaken DX, plus like Streamer's Crazy and Hazardous Valley. Ooh, Hazardous Valley Awaken we could still do. Yeah, I think I'll probably rather do normal IC1 after this one. Then we'll do Awaken Hazardous Valley, and then we do both of the Altar of Siennas. But yeah, man, it's Sunday night already. I've been grinding literally the whole day today, just in a little celebration of buying my new mouse. Yeah, man, the game is so much more enjoyable. Myth level 92, let's freaking go. I think I took a full advantage of the XP weekend. That's what I keep saying to the beginners as well, you know, like focus on level when it's the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because you'll basically get stuff done 3 times faster, you know? And this game is all about efficiency, you know, because you could start farming alts from day one, but usually people like to gear up just a little bit stronger so they can clear dungeons a little bit quicker, therefore they make alts a little bit faster. We get another seal for completing 11 runs. I don't know, like these runs just literally fly by to me. We already did 11. Damn. Oh, and my AP is already maxed. Oh my days. Okay, so after this run, we'll actually need to level up some runes. As you can see, these runes definitely add quite a bit of combat power, to be fair. And I love that AP is so easy to get in PlayCabal. It literally takes no time to level up all your runes, which means then I can just go and find some more runes to buy. My combat power hunger can never be satisfied, unfortunately. If you really want to save time, you can actually kill minions while extracting your gear. It's a little bit more difficult, it's a little bit of a pro strategy, but if you can somehow play the game without actually seeing the game, you can extract while farming. Oh, come on, Mr. Dungeon, be nice. Show the YouTube people that you're actually worth it to do. Essence Rune critical damage 2 has dropped. I would be happy, but I'm actually not. This rune, it does not cost a lot as well. Same deal with like HP rune level 2 from the IC1 and defense level 2 rune from IC2. Since these dungeons are so freaking popular, yeah, these runes are pretty much worth nothing, unfortunately. Come on, man, 1 jewel, and this dungeon already paid for itself. And that's why I think the 500 run series is actually gonna be quite lit. Because, like, we can clearly see that these dungeons are a little bit shy, you know? They don't want to show everything they got in the first 30 runs. And that's exactly the reason why we're gonna need to do it 500 runs. Then I'll get my achievements and I'll freaking hopefully get my slot extenders by then, man. Okay, 15 runs done. I'll take the legendary cube. Maybe, just maybe, something good from the legendary cube for freaking once in my life. And I completely forgot to use my AP. Oh my days. Okay, after this run then, probably missed like 1000 AP just by forgetting it. And it is what it is. I'll get my accuracy rune leveled up, and then we'll go for normal damage up. Fragments of memory I got, okay. Here I got 2 fragments of memory. Normally they're not... They are useful, you know, because you do use them for your myth system. But that's the thing, the battle pass, the event pass, actually drops a ton of these fragments. And it drops them in stacks of 1000. So the 2 fragments right here, look at this, right? When I can just get 1000 of them here, yeah, it's really not making much of a difference. Okay, let's actually use the AP. Collected 75 upgrade core highest so far. And now I'll need to bring some upgrade core highest from my warehouse. Just to level up this rune real quick. Okay, this one is done. And then we can start working on this one. There we go. Okay, we can put these back in the warehouse. Our 75 are nice and warm over here. Left untouched. It's good. We keep on running. Yeah, man, upgrading runes is a bunch of fun. Basically every like 15 runs I get to increase my combat power a little bit. 1,022,000. Yeah, it feels good. And I could be just one more weekend away of basically getting all of my line bonuses to emptiness. Because this line actually gives you 30 critical damage, which would be an absolute huge boost to my combat power. And just one more week and I might get it, man. That's what I'm saying, like, slowly but surely we are getting big. And we are getting strong. Okay, this is the 20th run. Still no jewels, nothing like that in sight. And with each run passing by, I see the opportunity of doing 500 runs on each dungeon to be more realistic. Because man, I'm determined. You're gonna see me drop a slot extender highest on camera. There is no if, buts, and maybes about it. I'm a man with a goal, and that goal is gonna be reached. Time is the only variable. I am seeing some blue Paladinium gear. If I could get just at least one full stack of Paladinium material core, yeah, it's already gonna be pretty decent. We'll flip that for an easy 20 mil. We'll use our DP to get basically the extreme pocket, which is gonna be 40 mil. Look at this, another wonky item. A wizard gloves with sword skill amp. And yeah, just for reference, that slot extender high that we dropped with the duel, it came from this boss, not even the last boss. So imagine getting slot extender high from this guy and then slot extender highest from the last boss in a single run. And myth level 95, let's freaking go. From myth level 95 you can theoretically already do a resurrection if you really want to, but it's gonna cost you freaking forge gems. So that's why I tried to level to level 100 so I can do it for free. Okay, come on, 25th run. Ooh, one shot at everything here. Okay, still nothing spectacular. I can see though that my AP is getting full. Let's take some upgrade core highest. Currently I farmed 112 of them in the dungeon. Get that combat power up. This one doesn't increase a lot of combat power per level up, but it still increases a little bit. And there we go, it's maxed. We can go ahead and put these cores back in the warehouse and continue grinding. 5 runs left. Am I still hopeful that we're gonna drop something? Well, I've been hopeful this whole day and I didn't even get a single jewel. But it is what it is. It's a part of the game. Maybe tomorrow I'll be more lucky. Although tomorrow I do have work, so I won't be able to play full day. But sometimes that's how it is. Like, all of the most rarest drops I got was basically in like 5-minute intervals of playing. When you just log in, like randomly, like, oh, I don't have enough time, but you know what, let me just do one dungeon. Or maybe just let me get my, you know, daily guild points and what's not, and you boom, you drop something like for 300-400 mil. To be fair, we're getting quite a decent amount of alls just from the minions. Look at this, 4 million. If I had all of these alls drop runes and stuff like that, maybe it would be something like 6 million even. So it's definitely not a bad profit just collecting the loot. Well, just basic alls from the minions. It does definitely add up. And yeah, this is what I meant. Look at this. A violet one gives you Astral Core Paladinium, which is not worth anything. But the blue ones give you the Material Core, which is worth quite a lot. Okay, 4 more runs to go. Okay, quite a few of the blue items. I like to see that. 67 Material Core. You're gonna need at least 127. But basically this is like 10 million. Right here already, so at least that is nice. But yeah, it goes to the point where, like I said it at the very start of the series, that for example early game dungeons, these are the dungeons with like guaranteed profits, while like mid-game dungeons, it's usually either you make a bunch or you don't really make anything at all, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I still prefer to do like these dungeons. Okay, we'll do one more run and then I'll go and cash out my DP. I'll basically get 2 extreme pockets. Then again, we get the same amount of DP as with Awakened IC1 and 2. 210 DP per 30 runs. Someone got a slot extender high at the labyrinths. Good for them! Good for freaking them. The whole freaking server gets their slot extenders. I do have 5 orbs of dragon though. But this time I'm trying to collect 10 of them, because we already did 5 and we didn't get anything good from those 5. So yeah, we need to ramp it up. I don't know how long is it gonna take me to get 5 more orbs of dragon, but hopefully sooner rather than later. I want to do some more labyrinth as well. Received reward for achieving. Okay, we got 50 clears As you can see, 450 more and we'll get our normal attack damage up to the maximum, which is definitely what I will reach sooner or later. Okay, let me get 2 of these extreme pockets. There we go, I have 9 of them in total. I'll collect them up until I have 50 of them. And then we'll do like a mini gamble episode where we'll see out of 50 of these pockets how much extreme 11 cores I get. Because extreme 11 cores, they cost like 100 mil or something like that. And if you read the pocket, it says a pocket which has extreme cores inside, 1 level 10 extreme core, which is gonna be worth, I think 32 million, something like this. That's why the value of this pocket itself is 40 million. Just because it has an off chance of giving you extreme level 10 plus extreme 11. And that 11 is gonna be worth like 100, 120 mil or something like that. What are you gonna do? I'm a gambler, you know what I mean? This is what I use my DP on now. At first I used all of my DP to get as many pet and train kits as possible. Then I used it for like honor medal scrolls. Which I still need, wait, hold up. Still need a bunch of honor medal scrolls left. But I actually wanna gamble on the extreme pockets. I would probably use all extreme core level 10s for myself, while selling all of the extreme cores 11. I think that would be my strategy. Okay, wow, the last run. Holy freaking moly. Come on, EOP, make it rain. Make it rain for once in your life for Mr. Chanky. My cat is going nuts. She just came from outside and she's a little bit pissed off that I'm actually filming an episode. Because she's like, you know, you're supposed to warm me up at this point. Because she always likes to sit on my lap. But she doesn't do it while I'm filming, just because I'm talking a lot. And I think it freaks her out a little bit. And now she's rebelling, basically just making random noises. Alrighty guys, this is it. Last shot and last opportunity. Well, at least for today. Theoretically, we could keep doing this dungeon every single day up until we hit 500 runs of it. I wouldn't mind, to be fair. And nothing. Okay. So we're gonna count 40 mil for the extreme pocket, just like we did with IC1 and IC2. I think this is gonna return the same amount of luminous fragments, which is gonna be like 2000 luminous Selena, which is not really anything, to be fair, you know? So we won't count that. No jewels have dropped, which is like the biggest downside. Astral Core Paladinium surely is not worth anything. Yeah, basically the same price you can get at NPC. But let me find the material cores. The material cores, we can see crit damage level 2 rune. As you can see, not worth anything, just because the dungeon is so popular. Looking for my material core paladiniums and I cannot find them. There they are, 77 of them, 14 mil. Look at this, you see how valuable these guys are? Okay, 14 and a half plus 11, so 25 and a half. Let's put these ones, 11 more, so 36 and a half, plus the 40, so 76 million. 76, 79 mil, 78. No, sorry, 80 million exactly. Wow, okay. I mean, we still didn't drop anything, but EOP paid more than IC1 or IC2 Awakened, which is quite weird. And also it gave much more Al's loot from the minions as well. So 85 million earned in total, without dropping anything huge. Yeah, man, I'll say that's pretty good actually. So EOP might be the better of those 3 dungeons. But yeah, anyways, we finished my favorite dungeons. So I think like for next episode, we'll do IC1 normal version. Radiant Hall, forget about it. I'm not doing it. I see in the comments, like, please do Radiant Hall. No way, I'm not doing it. We'll do IC1 normal, Awakened Hazardous Valley, and after those 2, we can jump on Altars of Sienna. As always, if you want to play PlayCabal for yourself, I do have my ref link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.